Dear respected Thay, dear community and dear children, I was asked by Sister Langyam to come and support with the children's part of this morning. And I said, well, I can maybe not give a talk, but I can tell a story. So if you speak English and you want to sit a little bit closer, then please come forward to hear the story. Or remain seated where you are. There are the English children. Yeah. Come. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Wonderful. This morning, I am going to tell you a story about a queen. And this queen was the queen of the present moment. And she lived in a beautiful palace. One day, while she was in the garden of her palace, practicing walking meditation, because she had come to Plum village and she knew how to practice walking meditation. She walked, breathing in, taking one step with her left foot, and one step with her right foot. And her mind was calming down, bit by bit by bit. And at that moment, her attendant, the jester, came around the corner and ran towards her. Dear Queen, I've learned something very beautiful. I've heard about our neighboring country, the country of the future. And I've heard that there is a pure land over there with golden trees and there is no suffering. Oh, please, my queen, can we go and visit? And the queen, while walking, thought, yes, this present moment thing, maybe there is something better out there. And so she went to her butler and said, Dear butler, prepare my horse. I am going on an adventure to the country of the future. And so they went. And the butler and the cook and the chambermaid were standing on the stairs of the palace, looking out as the queen and the jester rode off on their white horses. And when they're out of the distance, they waved and they went back into the palace. And days went by, and the butler started to look around. That maid, look at all that dirt, what she's leaving behind. She is so lazy, he thought. And that cook, that food, he could do better. And so it became a little bit tense there in the palace. And at one moment, there was a rumbling at the door. And in came a green, slimy monster. The maid was the first one to see the monster. She looked at him and said, You're not there? You're not there? I think I have to clean something more. And so she ran off cleaning as diligent as she's never done before. And the monster looked at that reaction and just grew bigger and bigger. And the monster started walking towards the dining hall and sat down at the table. And the butler came in. "Hey, you! How dare you sit at the table? Who do you think you are? And what were you eating this morning that you think that you can come into our palace like that? What have we ever done to you? How dare you? Explain yourself." And the monster just grew and grew and grew. The cook walked in. "You want more food? You want more food?" "Yeah, of course, anything you want, anything you want." And then went in and brought more food and brought more food. And the monster just grew and grew. Oh, my dear, it was not such a nice place in the palace anymore. But luckily, there in the distance, the queen came back, riding her horse. She came to the palace, saw the door ajar, and thought, And she came back to herself. She took a step with her left foot, and with her right foot, she followed her breathing and went into the dining hall. And what did she see over there in the dining hall? A green slimy monster sitting at the table. The butler quickly came in and said, I tried to send it away, but it wouldn't listen. And the queen just walked forward. And she saw the monster. And she looked it in the eyes. "My dear friend, hello. I am so happy to see you. Is it okay if we can light the candles on the wall, turn on the fireplace, and don't worry, it will be much more pleasant space for us to be in?" The monster, a little bit doubtful, nodded his head, and so the lights were turned on, and the queen walked peacefully to the monster and sat down next to it. Next she said, "Dear cook, please prepare a wonderful meal. And dear chambermaid, please prepare the bedroom down there in the basement. We have a distinguished guest." And so, as the day progressed, and the monster started to feel the joy in the room, it became smaller and smaller and smaller. And the joyful atmosphere was restored in the palace until one moment our green friend said, "I'm tired. Can I go back to sleep?" And so it went down to his little room there in the basement and fell peacefully asleep. And from that moment onwards, the queen recognized, my place is in the country of the present moment, where I can take care of all the people around me, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant, but everybody is welcome. And so my question to you, what happens in you when you are not present for yourself? And at the next sound of the bell, all the children can stand up and turn around and offer a bow to your parents and then go out for your program.